Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Global economy, July 11th, 11:03 America, New York. Emerging markets, inflation, shortages and interest rates cripple economies. A significant minority of debt-laden emerging nations are already on the brink of crisis. Global economy,
July 11th, 10:52 America, New York. Johnson puts on hold plans for windfall levy on UK electricity generators. Downing Street says such a measure could not be imposed while a caretaker government is in place.
Wall Street Journal markets.
July 11th, 10:52 America, New York. Klarna's slashed valuation creates losers and a few winners. SoftBank and Silver Lake are poised to be among the biggest losers betting on the fintech startup after it took a dramatic cut in valuation to raise fresh funds.
New York Times Business.
July 11th, 10:26 America, New York. Oil companies oppose windfall tax in Britain. Despie record profits. Oil and gas companies say that charging them a 25% tax on profits could deter future investment at a critical time for Britain. A Sainsbury's market in London.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 11th, 10:20 America, New York. Frontier asks Spirit Airlines to again delay shareholder deal vote. Frontier's CEO said the airline and Spirit are very far from obtaining shareholder approval as JetBlue mounts a rival offer.
New York Times Business.
July 11th, 10:11 America, New York. Could Twitter force Musk to close the deal? Here's what we know. Twitter is in a good position to sue under a legal doctrine called specific performance, which allows courts to force a transaction to be completed, even if one of the parties wants out. Buyer's remorse.
Daily FX Market News. July 11th, 10 o'clock America, New York. Gold price forecast. Gold breaks down to key support. CPI on deck. Gold prices have slid to 10-month lows and this week brings CPI out of the United States. Can sellers force another break to the $1,680 level?
BBC News Business.
July 11th, 9:39 America, New York. Twitter shares fall as Elon Musk backs out of deal. The social media site is threatening the multi-billionaire with legal action after his U-turn. New York Times Business.
July 11th, 9:21 America, New York. Twitter's stock falls further as doubts swirl over Musk's takeover. Shares of the social media company have lost a third of its value since April 25, when Mr. Musk's offer to buy the company was accepted by the company's board.
global economy, July 11th, 9:18 America, New York. Business vents at UK-EU gridlock on post-Brexit trade. Ministerial level body overseeing 2020 agreement has not met for more than a year.
BBC News Business.
July 11th, 9:12 America, New York. Bernie Ecclestone to be charged over alleged fraud. Ex-Formula One boss Bernie Ecclestone is to be charged with fraud following an investigation into assets believed to be worth more than £400 million.
Wall Street Journal markets.
July 11th, 9:09 America, New York. Hyundai and Kia are challenging Tesla. Chinese brands could be next. Hyundai Motors' success, particularly with electric vehicles, could offer a template for Chinese manufacturers with similarly global ambitions.
Wall Street Journal markets.
July 11th, 8:45 America, New York. Asian central banks fight an unwinnable battle against the dollar. They are choosing their approach to the strong dollar. Aggressive measures, carefully calibrated steps or quiet resignation.
Daily FX Market News.
July 11th, 8 o'clock America, New York. British pound Q3 2022 forecast. The Bank of England, it's time to decide. The second quarter of the year has been a tricky 3 months for the Bank of England, BO, as inflation continued to soar, and is expected to rise further, while growth slowed to a crawl. Sparky.
Daily FX Market News.
July 11th, 8 o'clock America, New York. EUR/USD update. Nord Stream goes offline. EUR/USD attempts parity. Today marks the first day of Nord Stream's routine maintenance, sparking fears that normal gas flows may not return. EUR/USD reloads for next drop towards parity.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 11th, 6:51 America, New York. Twitter stock drops after Elon Musk looks to nix deal. Elon Musk's effort to terminate his Twitter deal sent shares of the social media company tumbling in pre-market trading, ahead of what is expected to be a messy courtroom battle.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
July 11. 6:30 America, New York. Nassim Nicholas Taleb on the nations, states, and scale. A language, a flag, a national anthem and shared history. Like a heart that has to pump harder to support a heavier body. The bigger a nation gets, the harder to curate an identity.
BBC News Business.
July 11. 6:21 America, New York. Ukraine war. Germany fears Russia gas cut as supplies halted. Russian pipeline operators say maintenance work is needed, but Germany suspects political motives.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 11. 6 o'clock America, New York. Some brands voice support for abortion access as others stay quiet. More brands are taking a public stance against the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade and expressing their support for abortion rights.